Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, like and comment, and thank you to those who have given a follow, a like and a comment to the previous video. This video today we look at vegetables growing on this property. It's a small property, a quarter of an acre, that is 100 by 100, but we are currently farming on less on the acre because of the homestead, the house. We are farming on less than an eighth of an acre. So to start off the vegetable series, at this corner we have pumpkin. This big pumpkin has been growing since late February, early March. It is incidental. It's from seeds thrown as we are watering the sugarcane from water waste after washing vegetables in the kitchen. So we use pumpkin leaves to mash food, but more so the pumpkin leaves on this plant have not been plucked so that the pumpkin is strong and produces fruits. So far we have harvested over 7 pumpkins from this one crop. The plant was maintained by mulching and watering at the base of the sugarcane. There. That's where the roots start from. So at the base there is manure and water. But anywhere else where there are roots, it's also watered and manured. So after harvesting, we already have more pumpkins growing, and so this crop we shall not harvest the leaves so that it produces more fruits. So next to the pumpkin we have the comfrey. This is comfrey, or what in my mother tongue we call mabake, secondary. The leaves are as rough as the pumpkin leaves, and they serve both purposes as the pumpkin leaves. They are used for mashing, for cooking mashed food, what we call mokimo. In our mother tongue, mashed food. It's mashed potatoes, sometimes with beans, green maize, and a green, which is not the comfrey, or the pumpkin leaves with some spring onions. We also use these leaves for cooking vegetables, green vegetables, for eating our ugali or our maize meal, or what South Africans call pap. So one source of green vegetables for cooking, for eating with ugali and pap is the comfrey, mabake. These shoots were given to me 2 months ago by a neighbor. They have picked, we have pruned, we've cooked, and so they continue producing, planted again with manure and watered regularly. They are growing next to my rosemary bush. This is more comfrey, and at the edge of where we had planted potatoes. Another vegetable, native vegetable that we are maintaining on this small property for food production is amaranth. Amaranth or terere. These were seeds thrown here back in February. They were rained on with the rains of March. They have grown. They are seeding. Already the seeds have been spread across the farm, another part of the farm. And therefore, they also get watered when this big pumpkin is getting watered. And they have been pruned. As you can see, we had pruned around a month ago. We regularly prune. Anytime they produce seeds, we prune and cut short so that we encourage more leaf production. Then the leaves are picked and thrown in another part of the farm to create a fresh bed of amaranth. Amaranth is what we call natively as terere, or in Kiswahili mchicha, and we also use it for making vegetables for our ugali. So the amaranth is soft like Swiss chard, and we use it and we mix it with sukuma wiki or collard greens because I do not like the taste of collard greens. More amaranth, And our big pumpkin continues, and it's producing more fruits, so we shall let it grow to produce more fruits. Under our shade net we have the other vegetables which are sensitive to sunlight. Our place is very warm and hot, so we have our collard greens and Swiss chard. These were planted back in November 2024. We have eaten them for many months. They are mulched, manured, and shaded from the hot sun. Finally, on this farm we have nightshade, the African nightshade. This is growing from old seeds spread back in April. The nightshade we also use together with our vegetables, or we mix with the Amaranth terere. So the nightshade is what we call in our language managu, something else we use for our vegetables. And next to this old vegetable garden we have another pumpkin, spring onion, and collard greens, along with the arrowroots. So finally, on the southern wall of the property we have spring onions, and we use spring onions to garnish our food, or when we are cooking mashed food like the mokimo, we flavor mokimo with spring onions. We flavor our stews and our vegetables with the spring onion. Next to the spring onion we have cowpeas. This cowpeas is going incidentally because it's from all the chaff which was produced after threshing and winnowing the cowpeas we harvested a month ago from the farm. And we do not uproot it because for those several weeks as we water the mulberry and the spring onions and the pawpaws planted along this flower bed, the cowpeas will produce leaves which we shall use for our vegetables. So there, so far those are our vegetables, our sources of vegetables growing on this property. Again, I have said it's a small property. We are growing vegetables and food on less than an eighth. It is a quarter piece of property with a house and homestead and compound. And we hope that with time, we've been here for less than 6 months. We hope with time we shall manage to increase our food production and increase the crop cover. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again.